Eric,
Yes.
look after yourself.
I can't believe
Do
this.
my
You're
best.
so impossible.
Calm down, honey. I'll win it back.
You'll win it back. You just lost 20 grand. That was supposed to be for our son's education. And just how do you plan on winning that amount back? You don't have any more money.
Don't worry. I have someone who will lend me the money.
Who?
My brother, Winnie.
Your brother? Are you out of your mind? He makes his money from theft and drugs.
So proud, honey.
You can't borrow money from a gangster. God, he'll break your legs if you don't pay him back.
Honey, he's my brother.
Rose, I'm in the club. Where to now?
Okay, you have to set the 3 bombs in 3 different places. I will give you the locations. And once they're in place, you better pull back to the maintenance area.
Got it.
Night, huh?
And say that again. Music alone is enough to drive me nuts.
That's just about quitting time for me. Good thing.
Good for you. Say, have you heard anything from Charlie the last few days?
Nothing. Still no sign of him, and he hasn't gotten in touch. Maybe he won the lottery and he's out there traveling around the world.
Or maybe someone took care of him because he has too many questions. Who knows?
That could be. He always seemed a little strange to me. Curiosity's one thing. Once I caught him making some notes.
Yeah? Did you report it?
Of course I reported it. What do you think? You think that got him killed?
Who the hell knows? I don't care either. I couldn't stand the guy anyway.
So bad.
Rose, I'm in position.
How much rain
The
we
party
had?
can
Our
start.
neighbor's
Okay,
basement was completely
great distraction
like
in
all the
3.
way. And they had a hamster cage down there too.
1.
Holy shit! Can hardly see anything! Anyone know where the smoke is coming from?
Someone has to get rid of the
and the fire department. They can't be allowed in here.
Forget it. Not prayer. A damn thing ate my money and now claims I didn't put anything in.
Come on, someone triggered the alarm. We have to check it out.
Forget it. I'm not going until I have something to drink or my money back. I'm gonna pump a fucking magazine into this thing.
Rose, you still there? The distraction worked great. I'm in.
Excellent. But Eric, day is dawning. I can't hold out much longer. Don't you feel anything?
No.
Huh, well, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Rose,
Yes, what is it?
it looks like a Tarantino flick in here.
Sounds like it's right up your alley, Tiger.
Very funny. Where do I go now?
You have to get through the door on your right. However, it has its own security systems. You have to open it from the backstage area.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah, show us something. Woohoo! Yeah, show us something.
RF radio.
Hey, man. Hurry up.
Is anyone...
Just like the Harding Museum.
Yeah,
It was
baby.
Heads up. Intruder.
Yeah. I see. Shoot it. Be careful. Reload it. I see. You guys get him? Go get the bastard! Where are you? Don't be an idiot! We know you're hiding here somewhere. He's disappeared! Spread out! Got him! Don't be an idiot! Here he is! There's something here! Come kill him!
Rose, I found the controls for the door. Rose?
Sorry, I'm still here. But I can hardly keep awake.
Okay, Rose, lie down, get some sleep. I can handle this alone. Of course, I've got to learn to stop saying things like that. Okay, this could be interesting.
Who are you? Leave me alone, okay? Something is seriously wrong city right now.
Why? What's going on?
Don't you listen to the news? Last night there were 2 terrorist attacks. First, the Harding Museum was destroyed, and the Geo Forge Tower followed about an hour ago. No idea what's going on, but I don't think this has anything to do with any religious fanatics. Something's fucking wrong here, damn it.
And neither one really much of a loss, are they? I went to the exhibition at the museum a few days ago and I was bored to death. The admission prices they charged at Geoforge were so high you got altitude sickness.
Still, it ain't that great having some madman running around the city blowing up buildings. We could be next, damn it.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. The place is like a fortress, and we're trained mercenaries, not weaklings like normal security contractors. If anyone shows up here, I'll shoot his ass off before he gets his hands on.
My head started to hurt again. Hopefully I would be able to make it without collapsing.
Hurry, Eric. You have to find Steiner. You have to find him, Eric.
The angel's voice was more urgent than usual. I had the feeling time was running out. I had to hurry.
He's inside. Go on, let the beasts out.
Rose, are you still there? Rose, do you hear me? I'm in the security center.
RF radio.
Okay, then I'll just do it alone. Uninvited guest.
Hey, who's there?
The door clicked shut behind me, but that didn't matter. From the room ahead, I heard soft music. In the meantime, the sun had risen, and bright and deadly light shone into the room through the skylight. But my focus was on the man who was sitting there playing the piano. That had to be Steiner.
Thank you, but I think I would rather speak to my guest alone. Well, you've come a long way for a half-vampire. Frightening, the way you so easily got through my security system.
I'm just good.
Is that so? Well, I cannot really disagree with you, not after you've made it to my office. But I am keenly interested as to why you are here at all. Tell me, what brings you to my humble home?
Are you Victor Steiner?
That is correct. I am Victor Steiner. This is my club. And those were my security personnel and my ghouls you killed. But I guess you already knew who you were dealing with. Anything else would be surprising.
I would like to know more about vampires.
Really? Well, it's quite commendable that you want to learn more about us and yourself. Please proceed. What would you like to know?
Tell me about your vampire abilities.
Good try. But I'm sure you'll find out soon enough.
Are there vampires older than you?
Most certainly. If the world has taught me anything over the centuries, it is that nothing is impossible. But I think that it is sufficient for you to know that I am the oldest and most powerful vampire in this area.
Tell me about Vampire Society.
Vampire Society? Ah, a very broad topic. To my regret, there is no real Vampire Society. Each of us, unfortunately, has a very healthy selfishness that keeps him from forming anything like a community with others. We are all born loners. There are simply a few rules we follow, such as keeping humanity ignorant of our existence. But otherwise, our society is pure anarchy. I suspect that you have come from Sanctuary. Who else would have sent you to me? That is a unique endeavor. Vampires who support one another. It's a pity I'm going to destroy them for sending you here.
I have no further questions.
Really? Well then.
I need some of your blood.
Ah, blood. Did your creator leave you behind alone? Well, I could offer you a place amongst my ghouls, but I doubt that the offer would interest you. So, if you want my blood, I'm certain you'll want to offer me something in return. Am I right?
I have information.
Information? That's interesting. Very interesting. Though I have my doubts that a half-blood can tell me anything relevant. But carry on. What can you offer me?
I can tell you something about Blooming.
About Blooming. Even if you hadn't killed him earlier tonight, there is nothing I would have cared to know about that misshapen creature anyway. In fact, I already know far too much about him. No, there's nothing I want to know about Blooming. You killed him, and he deserved to die. No one will miss him.
I can tell you something about Vlad.
About Vlad? Vlad is dead. What is there to care about? Moreover, you do not seem to realize that Vlad was working for me.
I can tell you about the Sanctuary.
Ah, yes, the Sanctuary. Do you really think that you can tell me anything my spies have not already written hundreds of pages about? I know enough about it, thank you.
I'm afraid I don't have anything that would interest you.
This is most regrettable. I would dearly love to know something about the people who blew up the museum and the Geoforge Tower. I don't suppose you happen to know anything about them?
No. I had assumed that one of you did that to cover up the existence of vampires.
That would have been a very clumsy way indeed to go about it, don't you think? Well, I shall have to look into that again later.
I'll let you live.
Most generous. Yet I fear that you have either somewhat overestimated your own powers or underestimated mine. I assume that you had something to do with the events at the museum and at Geoforge. Am I right? I must admit, that did impress me. Oh, Blooming was a weakling. But Vlad had potential. Strange that a half-blood could destroy him. Nevertheless, you underestimate me at this point. I fear you will find me a much more formidable enemy.
Enough talk.
Ah, do I sense a latent death wish? Good. Then let us begin.
When the fight started, I knew it was already lost. The sunlight should have been my ally, but Steiner seemed to be immune to it. On the other hand, it burned into my flesh like fire. My second death seemed inevitable. Light blinded me as soldiers stormed the hall. I had seen this equipment before. The burglars in the museum had been similarly equipped. The sun didn't bother Steiner one bit. The enemy's bullets were another story. Steiner hit the ground. The gunfire subsided, leaving an eerie silence. A luminous apparition entered the scene. I thought the angel had come to save me. I was wrong. It seemed the woman gave the soldiers their orders. Apparently they were only interested in Steiner. Good thing for me. I took the opportunity to make my escape. The passage through which the guards had come seemed to be my only chance. I ran and used my powers as best I could. My life depended on it. My pursuers' voices grew quieter and finally disappeared. Down here, it would take them forever to find me, hopefully. The rising sun forced me to sleep. As the sun went down once more, I awoke. I couldn't understand what had happened in Atlantis. Was there such a thing as vampire hunters? Rose was my only clue, again. I made my way to the sanctuary. The sanctuary was in a seedy part of town destroyed by fire 15 years ago. Since then, it has been home to those who had no place else to go. They dubbed it the Hole. Rose? Can you hear me, Rose? No answer.